So if you breed Golden Retrievers, Doberman Pinschers, or Pit Bulls, or any of these other breeds, keep watching as this relates to you. Welcome to Canine Corner and thanks for joining us. I'm your host Sam. Today we're going to demonstrate the T4 or Thyroxine test on the Finecare, not just a progesterone machine anymore. So you and I both know that missed or poor breedings are the bane of your dog breeding practice. What you may not know is thyroid disorders tested by T4 Thyroxine can have an unseen effect on the ability of a bitch to get pregnant and maintain a healthy pregnancy. The good news is that T4 is easy to run and available to run on the Finecare analyzer. So we consider thyroxine testing on the same level as progesterone timing testing and also semen analysis, as it can directly affect the reproductive health and ability of the bitch or even of the stud providing the semen sample. So the total T4 test, otherwise known as thyroxine, is measured in two ways. You have the total, the amount of bound and free, which is what this test measures, and you also have a test known as free T4, or the unbound amount in the serum. This test is for total T4, both bound and unbound, and is most commonly tested when looking for this disorder. So production of T4 or thyroxine is driven by the thyroid gland, which is located on either side of the trachea in both animals and dogs, and is regulated by the hypothalamus and the pituitary glands. Thyroxine is synthesized or created in the body from iodine and the non-essential amino acid tyrosine. Don't worry, we're not going to get too detailed here, just interesting to note. So thyroid disorders are generally categorized into two distinct types, that being hypothyroidism and the other being hyperthyroidism. Now, given the prefix hypothyroidism means thyroid levels or levels of thyroxine that are too low in serum, and hyperthyroidism has levels of thyroxine that are too high. Both of these are disorders of the endocrine thyroid gland and can be measured using this test. As the thyroid gland directly affects metabolism, some of the common symptoms of hypothyroidism, some of the common symptoms are lethargy or low energy, hair loss, brittle nails, cold intolerance, and weight gain. Some of the common visualized symptoms of hyperthyroidism are hyperexcitability, heart disorders, a high resting heart rate, and weight loss. Scientific studies mostly point to hypothyroidism causing reproductive health issues and pregnancy issues. However, hyperthyroidism can affect it too. This is directly related to metabolism and the entire health of the animal. So thyroid disorders can really wreak havoc on reproductive female dogs. It can contribute to reproductive issues including abortions, stillbirths, low birth weight in puppies, and irregular heat cycles according to multiple scientific studies performed. This test is readily available and simple to use with your existing Finecare analyzer. In terms of operation, the T4 test is almost identical to the progesterone test, requiring 75 microliters of sample, adding the 75 to the buffer tube, mixing well, and then extracting 75 microliters of the mixture. The test will incubate inside the machine or outside in the quick test mode for 15 minutes, the same as the progesterone test, and output your result at the end. Make sure to use the test chip or ID calibration provided with your box, same as with your progesterone test. So nothing has to be specially selected on the screen. From the barcode on the test, it will identify that's a T4 test. It's essentially the same as the progesterone test in terms of running it. The only difference is it's a different test with a different box. So you just need to insert it, start, have your result print out, compare your result to the timing chart provided, and be on your way. So it's important to note that this test and the results thereof do not replace proper veterinarian care. This test is not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, including thyroid disorders. It's intended to be used as a screening tool to help you isolate what may be causing your reproductive health and hopefully get the animal attention quicker and get your breeding practice back in full throttle. So you may be wondering how to interpret the results of this test. We've taken it upon ourselves here at Canine P4 to develop a reference range for you. Our findings support that hyperthyroidism is highly suspected on results above 3.3 micrograms per deciliter. This translates to about 42 nanomoles per liter, and it's also highly suggestive that results below 1.5 micrograms per deciliter or 19 nanomoles per liter may indicate hypothyroidism. If your screening results show that the dog may either be in a hypo or hyperthyroid status, be sure to get her to the vet to get properly diagnosed and the treatment that she needs. Test kits are available for sale at caninep4.com, along with support and service after the sale. We'll see you there. Ask us any questions you may have. Remember to like and subscribe. This has been Sam with Canine Corner. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.